Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we will be flying from VCBI to uh, VRMM. So VCBI is basically Banjar K International to Vanali Internationals. Sorry for my pronunciation if I am wrong. And the cruising altitude is going to be 32,000 feet. Cost index is 11. Total distance we will be covering is 450 nautical miles. Average wind we will be facing is around 10 knots at 82 degree. And this is the load seat information. So total block fuel will be 7946 kg, and the total weight will be going to like 79016 kg. And this is going to be a route. We will be taking off from runway number 22, taking this seat, that is uh, Lima Alpha Uniform 1 and Delta, and we will be flying to these air points, and we will be taking this star, that is Hotel Oscar Kilo uh, a Kilo Eco 1 Alpha. Okay, and this is how our flight plan look like. So let's go ahead and import this into the charts. So the navigation charts. Go to flights, unload, import from SimBrief, download the new one, and we are currently here. So we are currently parked at the gate at VCBI. So let me zoom a little bit. Okay, so we are parked here. We will be take this Delta to Papa, and we will be going to Alpha and then the runway 22 and doing the takeoff. So in this video I'm also going to like consider the ATC plan. So I will be changing my flight plan according to ATC instructions. So let's go ahead and get started. We will take ATP we will be start up the plane and get the ATC clearance first. Okay, so let's start with pre-flight checklist, that is parking brake to set. Okay. Okay, and the battery guard should be closed. Standby power should be closed. Ground power is available, we can turn it on. Okay, ground power is not working. Okay, and then we will be doing the light test and the APU tests. So this is the fire test. Okay, and let's do the other test. Okay, we are good. Start up the APU. So let's do the light tests. Looks good. Okay, oxygen's pressures, it looks good. We are good. Oxygen masks is here, both the officer side. Okay, now we will be turning on the APU. So just wait for the some time. It will take some time to start up. So As you can see, this is my flight standing up here. Okay, so APU is being started. Uh, let's go inside the plane and we will be doing the further things like uh, turn on the APU generators and we will be turning on the position lights, that is the torp light, anti-collision light, rest of the thing we are good. Okay, logo light, emergency exit light, emergency lights is in this flight, it's here. So let's do also all these things. Okay, we have seatbelt sign to auto and uh, every lighting looks good. Emergency lights to on, that is already on in our case. Okay, passenger signs we have checked. Okay, everything looks good. APU bleed to on, APU bleed we have to turn on, then the window heatings and hydraulic pumps to on. Okay, yarn dumper, let's turn it on. Okay, let's go ahead and turn the like set up the flight plan. So to save our time, I will be using SimBrief flight plan downloader. So download the flight plan and flight plan has been downloaded. Let's go ahead and import this up. I will be go to route menu, company route, and this is our route plan. Okay, let's check the legs. Legs good. Cruising altitude is 32,000. 32,000. Okay, flight level 320. Okay, everything looks good here. Now let's go ahead and file this to ATC. So for ATC we are having this file flight plan. This is Boeing and this is 800. Flight number is, let's quickly check the flight number from the flight plan. It is N806SB, November 80, sorry, November 80. Okay, it doesn't take the alphabets here, so we are good, we can leave it blank. The departing runway is VRMM. We are going to 32,000 feet. Let's feed in here and route we will be going to take it. Like we will be going first directly to LALUM. From there we will be going to TLIG and HOKEY. Okay, file the flight plan. Requesting altitude
737 to 806, November, Bondaranayaka International, altimeter 2992.
Bondernica International, altimeter 2992, 737 to 806, November, November.
737 to 806, November, November, cleared IFR2, Mail International, as filed, maintain, flight level 320, squawk 4700.
Squawk is good. Let's set the altimeter, so 32,000. Same for this one.
737 to 806, November, November, cleared IFR2, Mail International, as filed, maintain, flight level 320, squawk 4700.
Cleared IFR2, Mail International, as filed, maintain, flight level 320, squawk 4700, 737 to 806, November, November.
Okay, we are good with the altitude settings. Let's before taxi we have to check the certain things like main control panel. Speed is 180. We are good. Auto arm, oh sorry, flight detectors to on, and then we can turn this also on. Heading will be okay. We will set the heading later on as per the ATC instructions. The virtual speed should right now should be 0. Okay, so there should not be any virtual speed. Okay, yaw upper is on, wind heat is on, landing flight altitude. Okay, so the current runway altitude is what we can do, we can go here, and so from this tool of SimRif weather and autonom we can like go ahead and see the runway elevation. So transition is this one, and elevation is 29 feet. Okay, so we'll setting up it to 50. Okay, because 50 is the range we get every time. Okay, flight detectors on now will have as required. Minimum reference set, altimeter reference set 2992. We are at the standard ones, so we are good here. Okay, okay, let's click on standard and auto brake to rejected takeoff. Let's set the auto brake to rejected takeoff. Com radio check, doors closed. We are good. Okay, before okay, so we have to do like before start checklist. Autopilot disengage, auto throttle to arm, fuel pumps to on, fuel pumps to on, hydraulic pumps to on, anti-collision light to on, ground effect inventory moved, engine area clear. Now let's go ahead and try to turn up the engines. So engine is being starting up. Somehow I am not getting the sound here. I don't know what the issue. So second engine is starting. Stable. Let's turn the first engine. Okay. Engine start checklist. Engine display on. Packs we have off. Engine start switch to normal. Engine start lever. We have to do 25%, but that we will do once we like get the taxi clearance. Now we can go ahead and turn off the APU and APU bleed. So turn it off, APU bleed off, APU to off. Okay, set this to auto. We are good. Let's go ahead and request taxi.
737 to 800. 6 November, November, runway 4, taxi via Echo, hold short of runway 4.
Okay, so according to this new flight plan, we have to take the
Runway 4,
runway
taxi
4.
via Echo, hold short of runway 4, 737 to 800, 6 November, November.
So departure, we have to select runway 4 and we will be setting up that 2D as execute. Now check the legs. So runway 4 we had selected, no issues. Let's go ahead and okay, unable to 4000, that's not issue for now. Let's check the legs and go to we will be going to runway number 4. So releasing parking brakes and we are good to go. Okay, I'm not getting the sound of the engine. Let me check this quickly. So master is on, enable sound is also on. Then what is the issue? I don't know. Don't know what the issue happened here. So I'm not getting any aircraft sound. Okay, let's continue the taxi. We'll see check this later. But the sound effect is missing, so taxi light to ons and we are good. The only thing I'm missing is the sound of XPlane. I don't know what happened with the sounds. So, is there any plugin issue? Not sure. Not sure what happened with the sound thing. Okay, so taxi checklist: generators on, probe heat, wing anti-ice as required, isolation valve, APU bleed turn off, APU is off, flaps to 5 as per the takeoff configuration, elevator trim is set. Okay, runway light that will be turning on once. For now, everything looks good. We are maintaining a quite good speed at taxi. Let's reduce the speed a bit. So generally the ground speed should not increase with uh, more than 20 knots. So here we have to wait for the ACT instructions. Let's stabilize and stop.
737 to 800. 6 November, November. Contact tower on 118.70.
Contact tower on 118.70, 737 to 800, 6 November, November. Tower 737 to 800, 6 November, November.
737 to 800. 6 November, November. Fly heading 040. Runway 4. You're cleared for takeoff.
Fly heading 040, runway 4, 737 to 800, 6 November, November.
So flying heading 040, we are cleared for takeoff. Let's go ahead, turn the landing lights to on, runway lights to on, and taxi light to off. We are good. Okay. Release parking brakes, good, checked, and we're good to go.
Approaching 04.
We are approaching 04, checked, runway verified, cleared for takeoff. Okay, we will
On runway 04.
be aligning to the runway and giving the full throttle given, and we are good to go. So B1 and B2 was 130, so we will check that. we are little bit off center. Rotate. Gear up. Positive climb. And we nav LNAV and
737 to 800. 6 November. November. Contact center on 135.95.
read back.
Contact center on 135.95. 737 to 800. 6 November. November. Center 737 to 800. 6 November. November.
737 to 800. 6 November. November. Bondaranayaka International. Altimeter 2992.
Bondaranayaka International. Altimeter 2992. 737 to 800. 6 November. November.
So we have took off, gears up, flaps has been retracted, and sorry for the sound settings, I'm not getting any sounds, and this is too weird for me also too. But anyhow, we are night like climbing up to 14,000 feet. Initial I have set 14,000 feet. I will be increasing as commands from ATC, or let's set it as per the flight plan. If ATC
737 to 800. 6 November. November. Fly heading 220.
Fly heading 220. 737 to 800. 6 November. November.
so we are having a command to change our heading. We will be soon doing that, and
737 to 800. 6 November. November. Fly heading 220.
copy.
Fly heading 220. 737 to 800. 6 November. November.
So
737 to 800. 6 November. November. Fly heading 190.
Fly heading 190. 737 to 800. 6 November. November.
landing lights off, runway lights off, seatbelt sign is to auto, so we are good, and 10,000 checklist complete.
737 to 800. 6 November. November. Fly heading 220.
Okay,
Fly heading
so
220.
finally
737
turning
to
to the
800.
heading.
6 November. November.
737 to 800. 6 November. November. Fly heading 190.
Fly heading 190. 737 to 800. 6 November. November.
So the problem with the ATC, this XPlane ATC is trying directly. It's directly trying me to get that waypoint which I have set, but it's missing the intermediate waypoints. I'm trying to match my flight plan with all the intermediate waypoints and then go to the final waypoint. So that's the conflict here. It is directly trying to get me to that LALUM star point, sorry, seat point, but we will be doing that, but in some time after we have reached the intermediate waypoints. So in real scenario, this never happen. There is not a conflict between both of them until there is a weather vector or a traffic ahead. So in our case, this is not the case, and we are good. Okay, so we can increase the cruising altitude to, okay, this is let's make it 300 because 200 is quite low speed to fly on.
737 to 800. 6 November, November. Fly heading 190.
Flight heading 190, 737 to 800, 6 November, November.
Just wait for some time. We are going to move to like heading 190, and we have to start the turn to 190 now. Yes, we have started our turn. So ATC little bit fast forward. So it's trying to match the waypoint position. Okay, now we are at 20,000 feet. Let's check the oxygen pressure. It's look good. We are set. Finally heading 190. ATC should be happy now.
Seven hundred thirty-seven to 800. 6 November, November. Fly heading 230.
Flight heading 230, 737 to 800, 6 November, November.
So we will be doing that once we reach that LALUM waypoint, and that is around 1 nautical mile. No, 6 nautical miles. Sorry. Meanwhile, ATC will keep reminding us to change our heading. I'm worried about my XPlane sound. Why it not coming? Let me check further solutions. So we are at the correct heading now, and we are good. Let's open my plugin. Mm, 'And we have reached our cruising altitude, that is 32,000 feet, and certain checks we have to perform at this point, like the altitude. We are in managed mode, speed is also in managed mode, and it's good. Altimeter settings is fine, that is standard to 2992. Everything looks good.
737 to 800. 6 November. November. Fly heading 280.
That's a wrong heading. I don't know why we are getting that
Fly
command.
heading 280, 737 to 800, 6 November, November.
So we have to move to 280. Let's follow its ATC instructions. There is some traffic vector I think we are getting. Okay, something is wrong. Oh, speed, we are good. Why we are getting this speed check alert? No worries. So the autopilot is being confused by, we are highly deviating from our flight plan. I don't know what.
737 to 800. 6 November. November. Fly heading 230.
Okay, again back to 230. So why you did like this earlier? We were on the track. Okay, we are directly going to Lolam. I think the vectors are for LALUM. So direct to Lolam, directly to Lolam, and how to go to that waypoint? Go to legs, click on. Okay, uh, clear this, press delete and remove this. Go to next page and click on Hawking. Previous page, come here, execute. Let's change the speed to 290, else it will keep buzzing unnecessary. So we are at 300 now. Let's go to 290. Select the target speed to 290. We are good. Speed brakes for some time, and yes, we are good.
737 to 800. 6 November. November. Resume on navigation.
Resuming on navigation. Now it will like not going to let us resume our own navigation. So I will go with how to do direct in this airplane Boeing 73. I am not sure, like we should have option to do the same. Like I can say direct to okay, it's writing it here. There is no option. I need to check how to do direct in this plane. Yeah, on Airbus I know, but on this flight we have to check. Okay, let's adjust the heading a bit.
737 to 800. 6 November, November. Fly heading 190.
Fly heading 190, 737 to 800, 6 November, November.
737 to 800. 6 November, November. Resume on navigation.
How can I resume my own navigation? It have a heading of 255 degree, I think, and we have to change it to 255. Now we are at correct heading. Let's close this. So we are flying over the oceans.
Resume on navigation 737 to 800. 6 November. November.
Oh, wow. This is a ship going in the ocean. down below there. What a beautiful scene you can see. Oh, it's basically navy. What we say it like a warship where we can land also. Wow, that's a good. Okay, so we are around halfway completed. Soon we will be starting our descent. After what I can say is like, yeah, no, no. Yeah, this there is like we have to cover around 50-60 nautical miles before starting our descent. So we're good for now. Anti-ice have just turned on. We don't require, but since the like just for outside temperature is 49 degrees Celsius, so I have just turned it on. It should be on when we are cruising at this much high altitude, and things look good. LNAV is not going to help us, so I have to change the heading manually. This should not be happening, so LNAV should work. I don't know what's the issue. So this is our top of descent according to flight plan, and let's check. settings. And sorry guys, I'm just trying to fix my sound thing, so I need to check what is wrong with this. Hardware, we are good. uh, there is no such I mean, I can't. I am helpless right now and sound. So we will be soon touching. Okay, that is Hotel Oscar Kilo Yankee. Sorry, Eco Yankee. So we don't have commands to descend from ATC, and we are about to reach our top descent. Let's wait. We can't do anything apart from waiting right now, and
Seven hundred thirty-seven to 800. 6 November. November. Fly heading 250.
Fly heading 250, 737 to 800, 6 November, November.
so you this see this green dot, that is your speed after 10 seconds. So after 10 seconds, what my speed will be, this thing is showing that. And once this is disappeared, it means that we will be at our current speed. So see, once it reaches 290, it will be disappearing. 88, 89, 90. Now it should be stopping. Yeah, it has gone. It means we have retarded the throttle a bit to reduce the speed. Okay, so this is going to our this was our flight plan, but we are not going as per the flight plan, so I'm just waiting for the ATC instructions. I think the arrival runway is going to be 4. Let's change that also. Sorry, runway 18. So arrival. Okay, we have selected this star. That's why this is okay. So let's select the runway ILS 28W and then select the star.
Seven 737 to 800. 6 November, November. Fly heading 250. Descend and maintain. Flight level 240.
So we have to commands to like descend to 250 and
737 to 800. 6 November, November. Descend and maintain. Flight level 240.
Descend and maintain. Flight level 240. 737 to 800. 6 November, November.
we have started our descent. Let's reduce the speed. To 100. Speed brakes on. It will sign to auto. We are good. And we are reaching 240. I will be extracting my flaps when I reach the 240. Okay, that will help to slow down my plane. Retract it to 5. So here you can see the graphs, sorry, the chart. So if your speed is 250, you can go up to 5 flaps. If it is 210, you can get to 10. If it is 200 knots, you can go to 15. Okay, so that's once I reach below 10,000, I will be further decreasing my speed to 180, but for now we are good. Laps 15 at 200. Just release the speed brakes and we're good.
(737 to 800). 6 November. November. Fly heading 250. Descend and maintain 11,000. Mail International. Altimeter 2992.
For the descent to
Line heading 250. Descend and maintain 11,000. Mail International. Altimeter 2992. 737 to 800. 6 November. November.
okay, for the descent to 11,000 we are good, and we have started our descent. How it is going to help me? So we are ascending. Okay, I think we are going to land on runway number 4. Oh, sorry, 18. And that's why I have opened the chart. And the course is 183. Let's set it for now. If we get any instruction from ATC, I will change that. It should be 183. Now we don't need that anti-icing, so just turn it off. Okay, decent checklist is like airport info we have, radio set, altimeter is good, VREF is good, localizer frequency we will set once we get command from ATC, anti-icing as I have F, landing latitude is also it is set, auto brakes let's set to 2, speed 250, we are at 200, we are good, landing lights to on, landing lights to on, and passenger signs are good. Approach checklist that we will following once we are at the eyeless path.
737 to 800. 6 November, November. Fly heading 260.
Fly heading 260, 737 to 800, 6 November, November.
Seven hundred thirty-seven to 800. 6 November, November. Fly heading 260. Descend and maintain 7,000. 737 to 800. 6 November, November. Descend and maintain 7,000.
Descend and maintain 7,737 to 800, 6 November, November.
737 to 800. 6 November, November. Mail International. Altimeter 2992.
Mail International, altimeter 2992, 737 to 800, 6 November, November.
Okay, let's follow the localizer frequency I have set, localizer course I have set, approach and glide slope will be checking after we took detection. Like, we are good now. So the next descent should be to 5,000 and then to 2,000. So let's once the altitude hold is captured, I will be decreasing the altitude further to 5,000. So this VS mode should soon disappear and alt hold should be like, yeah, this is alt hold and now we are good to make it 5,000.
737 to 800. 6 November, November. Fly heading 260. Vectors for the visual. Runway 18. Descend and maintain 5,000.
So we have
737 to 800. 6 November, November. Descend and maintain 5,000.
Descend and
come on
maintain 5,737 to 800. 6 November, November.
to descend to 5,000, and I have set the ILS frequency of runway 18. Visibility is not so good. So once I reach to 5,000, I will be further setting my speed to the ILS altitude, that is 2,000, and let's set it to 2,000. Glide scope has been already, sorry, localizer has already been tuned. Once we will getting further commands from the SCT, I will be setting up the ILS. So everything looks good for now. Let's check the maps. So okay, soon we will be making a turn. So we will be going like this. So currently we are heading off 260, and I think we will be getting somewhere around 320 to yeah, somewhere around 320 to 300 headings. Next heading we will be getting. Okay, so minimum is 220, and we have to set the minimums also. The minimums 2220. Okay, set. I can see the island ahead of me.
737 to 800. 6 November, November. Fly heading 360. Descend and maintain 2000.
Fly heading 360. Descend and maintain 2,737 to 800. 6 November, November.
737 to 800. 6 November, November. Descend and maintain 2000.
Descend and maintain 2,737 to 800. 6 November, November.
So we are flying parallel to the runway. If we see this side, this is the runway, and we are flying parallel, and we will be doing a 180-degree turn towards the runway. Altitude set 2000. We are good. We are at ILS altitude. So currently we are at 2000, and let's set it to 4000. That is the missed approach altitude. So if we like did something wrong and if we missed the approach, we have to go to 4000. We can go ahead and further reduce our speed to 180. And at 180 we can have the flaps retracted, so below 920 we can do 190. It means 25 flaps.
737 to 800. 6 November, November. Fly heading 270.
Fly heading 270. Checked. And we have started making a turns toward the runway, so it's the straight line. Okay, so speed is 180 and flaps we can retract one more. And as you can see, this is the runway. That is the runway.
Seven hundred thirty-seven to 800. 6 November. Fly heading 210.
Flying heading 210.
Fly heading 210, 737 to 800, 6 November.
And at this time I will be setting up my localizer. Localizer set. We are aligning to runway.
Seven hundred thirty-seven to 800. 6 November. Fly heading 180. Report the field in sight.
Fly heading 180, report the field in sight. 737 to 800, 6 November.
Glide scope captured. Rate reduced speed to 160.
Center 737 to 800, 6 November.
Make the flaps full.
737 to 800. 6 November. Cleared visual approach. Runway 18. Contact tower on 118.10.
Gas down.
Cleared visual approach. Runway 18. Contact tower on 118.10. 737 to 800, 6 November. Tower 737 to 800, 6 November.
I think we are a bit offbeat from the runway. And we have to adjust up a little bit to perfectly land on the runway. I will just wait for some time. If not,
737 to 800. 6 November. Runway 18. You're cleared to land.
Runway 18, 737 to 800, 6 November.
yes, we are not aligned to the runway perfectly. Okay, I will be taking the controls now. Reversers on. 70 knots check. reversers off,
5,000 feet remaining.
speed brake off, and
737 to 800. 6 November, November. Gate taxi via 1 8 Charlie.
Gate taxi via 1-8 Charlie 737 to 800 6 November, November.
so we have landed safely. Let's turn off the landing lights, runway lights to off, taxi light to on, and we can go ahead and start our APU.
737 to 800. 6 November, November. Contact ground on 121.60.
Contact ground on 121.60 737 to 800 6 November, November.
So we are at ground, and let's turn off the taxi lights. Thanks for watching, guys, and everything looks good now. So the after landing checklist is transponder, set it to as required. Okay, and the flaps should be retracted, speed brakes should be off, throttle should be on idle positions, positions light off, stop light off. These two lights will be off now. All the lights will be, we will be turning it off. Anti-icing taxi light off, APU is on. We are on APU generators now. We will be switching up the engines. Okay, engines is off. Auto brake should be to normal. Normal set. Master caution light off. Okay, parking brake set. Engine start level cutoff, ground operator as required. APU bleed to turn on. Okay, so APU bleed to on. Okay, now everything's look good. Flight directors and everything should be off now. So we are having GPU power, so we can turn it on. Okay, now we can turn off the APU because we are having the uh, ground power, and everything looks good. Thanks for watching again.